Good evening, everybody. This is our Thursday night training. It's July the 7th. God, it's already July. And we are still in our social media platform here. And we have Stacy. She did give us some homework last week on Pinterest to set up your account, to get it going, to set up your boards based on your menu. And tonight we are going to do implementation of that. In other words, we're going to watch her do advertising and do it with her. So this is an interaction. We won't be answering questions right off the bat. We're going to go through the whole training. If there's something on here that you see that you don't quite understand, get back with your instructor and they will do it. These recording guys are going to be for VIP only. So which Rory is still working on that platform. So if you don't attend them live, you don't get the recording. If you're not in at least 2 of the anchors, you're not going to get in the VIP access without purchasing the VIP program. So by the fact that you're being here is letting us know that you're willing to learn. And with that being said, get your pens out. Make sure you've got your board, your Skype minimized, not your Skype, your Zoom minimized, your printers pulled up and ready to go. Take it away, Stacy.
All right. Thank you, Sheila. All right, so how many of you didn't catch last week and are totally lost as to why you're even plugging in this week? All right, Karen, you're mine. You and I'll talk. All right, Danielle. All right, so, but you guys all have Pinterest accounts, right? You all can go to Pinterest.com on your computer or your phone and open up your Pinterest account. Now, what I'm going to be talking about and showing you guys what I did with my Pinterest. Let me see if I can get my screen to share and not lose resources. There it is. Oh, nope, that's the waiting room. Sheila, do you see my screen? Okay. I was waiting for the little message to come up on my other monitor saying it was showing that you guys could see it. All right. So I went to my site. I opened it up. I'm on my home page and I went through and I created boards in Pinterest named after the same category pages. Okay, pretty simple. So here's my Pinterest. Now remember, I got my Google AdSense before Rory said, don't be changing your category pages. Mine is grandfathered in, but I still have the same category pages you guys have. They just are named a little bit different on some of them. And, you know, here's my food fondue. That's right there. It's where I like to throw all my recipes at. And then I go right down here. And this is every single one of our categories. Now, some of them are blank because I've not put a pin in there yet. And that's what we're going to do. So what I've got up is my Pinterest and my website. We're going to start there because if you guys learn these basic steps now, you'll be able to have fun with your memes and anything you create in Canva later. Okay, you all have at least one picture on all of your category pages or product pages within, correct? Yeah. All right, so I don't have anything in my cute clothing. So I'm going to go to my site and I'm going to go to my cute clothing and accessories. Thank you, Google AdSense. And I have all of these in my clothing. And I'm going to start with that infinity scarf. And there goes my system resources. Hang on. This is a sign that Stacy's been talking too much today and why we need more instructors. I apologize. But I'm going to go to my Infinity Scarf page. And I've got the picture here. Ooh, that pin. Bear with me. I'm going to take that. I'm going to get that picture off of up there because we don't want that. I got to figure out how to do it again. They changed so much. Okay, well, maybe we'll figure that out later.
Go to your page and unmark that you want to have a feature image. It's under pages, not blocks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I know what I needed. That it's right there in red. All right, so I want to be on my preview tab. And that'll disappear once I hit update. See, just like that. Hitting that update button is amazing. All right, I'm gonna come here now. See that Pinterest button pops up right there, that red P or the save. I want to save it, but I want to choose a different category. I want it to go into my cute clothing. It gave me the check mark. Now let's say that this picture that earlier tonight, it wasn't allowing me to hover on it and click it. It would literally, that little button would disappear. You can actually do a right click and come down and hit the Pinterest to save. Okay, pretty easy. I mean, just a couple steps. Now we're gonna go back to my Pinterest page. And I'm gonna go to my cute clothing. And there it is, there's my pin, but I'm not done with it. I'm gonna hit the pencil and we're gonna edit this pin. First of all, it's given me a description. It's got my link in here already because I clicked from it from my product page. My page is already loaded. I don't have to copy and paste my link. I don't have to worry about forgetting to put my link in an ad. It's right there. But it does need a title. And I'm just gonna call it Infinity Scarf with hidden pocket. And alt text, well, we all know what alt text is for. We need to use it in our PBS. It needs to be our key phrase, or it has to contain our key phrase. And it even says this helps people using screen readers understand what your pin is about. So that's what we need to remember when we're putting our alt text in on our page. I'll go here, click on it, and block. Hidden or Infinity Scarf with hidden pocket. I'm going to just copy that. I'm going to come back to Pinterest and I'm going to put that into the alt text. I'm going to leave that I want people to be able to comment, because if they need to, if they need to find out how to buy this scarf, or if they got any questions about it, I want them to reach me. I want to see those comments. And now I'm just going to hit save. And now I'm going to go. Now it's giving me some other ideas. Here's some more scarves, but we'll get into that aspect later. I want to go back out and employment and jobs. I need to get something in there. So we will close that, come back here. I'm going to click the white W to get me back out to all my pages. Click on Shoppers Haven. Why do I take the long way? I like pushing people's buttons. No, it just ensures me that I'm going to get back to my home page. I could have gone from the preview, but then it would have left my editing page for the scarf up. I don't like so many tabs open when my computer is already telling me low system resources. So employment and jobs, we're going to click on that. And it's thinking. All right, there's my ERC credit right there. Those of you that have not gotten your link to sign up for Cash Network Direct, you need to have a talk with your instructor to get that going. This is my page on that, and I talk about, you know, how to thank your employers who kept employees working. Cross-marketing the wine. Now let's show the employers how to get cash. Okay, well, I like this picture to begin with, so I'm gonna see how that button just disappears. It there, now it's gonna finally stay. Now it pops up over here. I'm gonna go down to employment and jobs and click save. And I'm going to come back to here and I'm going to refresh. There it is. Now this one's not going to give me that little pencil like the other one, and that happens sometimes. Not a big deal. Click on it once, it opens up to this. Well, we don't really want to make a note to ourselves. We want to advertise this thing. We're going to click on these 3 dots. 3 dots usually means there's more to be found here. So we're just going to click it. And now I'm going to click on Edit Pin. And yet again, and I already know that my alt text is ERC tax credit. And I'm just going to hit save. Now, because you guys are watching me do this, I just advertised my site, 3 different products in 16 minutes. And that includes the time that Sheila took to introduce me and to get us going. Now I'm just going to hit save again. And we're going to go back out. Oh, I saved it twice. Oh, shoot. What happened? Oh, do I really want to have 2 pins? Well, let's see which one took. Oh, look at that. This one has none of that information in it. That's the one I can delete. Now I'm back down to just the 1. Now what's really kind of cool with all of this, I'm going to go back to all my boards. There's my cue. I'm slowly getting things in. I want to get at least 3 pins in each of these. Some of you are going, oh, that's going to take forever. No, it won't. Not if you go through, you know, we want you guys to have at least, you know, 3 things in your employment and jobs. So I've got a business opportunity. I've got my USA Wine Club of the Month. I have a slow computer. I have strategic planning for business growth. That's a personal page that I wrote. And income opportunities, online and blogging careers. I I can get quite a few pictures put in. Well, I know no one's going to have this page because I wrote it myself. And I really like this. And I can actually put this pin in more than one place. So I'm going to click it and I'm going to save it in employment and jobs. And now what's really neat, if I hit visit, it brings me to the picture. And if you click on this, that like, let's say someone liked this picture and they're like, what is this 4M81 site? They click on it, it opens up my page. It's hyperlinking for you. It's doing most of the copy and paste for you. Making pretty much good sense here. Everybody's, I can only see Sheila's head really nodding. I've got others with no, owner is giving me 2 thumbs up. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to close the extra windows here, but I do need to modify this pin. And my alt text, I'm just going to go to my edit page. Now, I know Rory always calls SWOT sell what's on the truck. But in the corporate world, SWOT means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We here are now all business owners. Every one of us can take advantage of learning more about this version of SWOT. Go back to Pinterest, put in my alt text, and save. But now I want to save it in some other place because those who fail to plan to fail. That's kind of a positive statement in my eyes. And I have a board on keeping it positive. And now it says it's saved there. So let's go and see if it truly saved it there. And should have been right here at the front. Maybe I need to hit refresh.
You put it under keeping it positive.
I just realized I'm on the wrong board. All right. I think I know what it is. I tucked my keeping it positive underneath. I thought I merged it. Well, no worries, because
there it is beside your 12 pins. Yep.
Thank you, Sheila. You directed my mouse over to it. There it is.
I'm keeping good notes.
Now let's see if let's see. We're going to open it and let's just see if it saved my information. It did not. And that's okay because I've got it where I wanted it to be. And if they wanted to see what this page is all about, they can still click right here on the little pin that will send them to my site and my page opens up. Okay, the curious people will click. The nosy people will click. All right. Now, one of the things we need to do is we do want to click on other people's pins. I think you guys are getting the gist on how to get your page images to promote your page into Pinterest, right? Everybody's pretty much understanding that. I'm trying to go slow. I'm trying to keep it simple. If you guys get your category pages filled in and then come in with your pins after it, it's gonna, once you start doing it. So I hope most of you are actually doing this along with me, because when you minimize Zoom, it will put it into just a small little picture, and you can do this alongside and still follow along. All right, so employment and jobs, I need to get at least one more pin in there, and I'm gonna click on more ideas. More ideas for employment and jobs. 12 things to let go of today. Oh, I kind of like this, but it doesn't really go under employment and jobs in my eyes. I don't need to learn about, oh, whose picture is this? Who's scary mommy? We need to go check out scary mommy. This is where you can go down that rabbit hole. She's not even with us. She's a different kind of a blogger. I'm gonna follow her. Why? Reciprocity. I follow people, they will maybe come back and follow me. I'm gonna build my following. But I really wanted that pin because it was cool. And I should have clicked on the pin first. Oh, look at that. She's got her own shop. This is pretty cool. All right. How many has she created? All right. Well, I'm just going to hit home. And let's see here. What is the, this isn't, I'm going to hit today. I want some different things. I've seen some of those pictures from last week. Oh, there we go. Ooh, caramel mashups. I'm going to save this, and it's going to go right into my food fondue. Do I have a page written on this? No. I'm out on somebody else's site, and maybe that'll give me an idea to write a page, go make this. I'm in trouble because I'm in Carmel. I got to get out of this page, guys. This is too dangerous for me. I'm going to go back out here, and I want to find that employment and jobs, more ideas, see if I can find that blogging mommy again. There it is. I'm going to hit the plus sign because you want to make money blogging. I'd kind of like to know what her thing is. And let's go to her website. She published this in 2011 and last updated it 2 years ago. I'm probably not going to read this article. It's too old. My perspective. But I like that picture. And I might come back and download. No, go back. All right, fine. See, it isn't just you guys that hit wrong buttons. We all do. I want to click that, and this little button here is to download. And where do I want to share it to? Oh, maybe I want to share it to my email. Canva this with QR code. What QR code would I put in there? Any of them. Any of them. I can create any of them because I've got the grapevine. All right, so I've got 3 in here now. And let's just refresh that to try and get, there it is. All right. I don't know, Sheila, you got anything to add? I mean, it's Pinterest is really simple when you break it down and get it set up correctly.
Yep, it really is, guys. The other thing that you can do is not only that, is those of you that have memes, if you've used them in your website, do the same thing. But if you haven't, you can also upload them to Pinterest from wherever folder that you've got them saved. And then when you download it from your page, it automatically puts your site in there. All you'd have to do is just add your site. Just like you would do when you would add a link to a picture you put in your website. So everything that we have already that we're using, that you already use in your website, all we're doing, guys, now is just basically using it for our social media. We already have the tools, we're just not utilizing it. So when you come up and you say you have a blank, you don't know what to do, especially those of you that are paying for memes, this is where you can utilize them to their potential. And then use your website. You always want to get them back into your website. If they don't like the page they're reading, guess what? They're in your site. They see your categories. They can click around. Like Rory says, they're going to click around 5 to 7 times on your site once they're in there, just from interest. So don't think that you don't have anything to use or that you don't know what you're doing, that you have nothing of interest. If you have a website, you got something of interest. And you can basically put anything in there that you want, as long as it reverts back to your site. And that's the main thing you want to do. That's why we're promoting social media, is that we want people back to our site. So use your memes in your website, use them in these advertising, use pictures straight from your site, and just make sure, like Stacy said, you go back in, you edit your picture, and make sure you do have that description. Make sure you do have a key phrase. Make sure it does have your link, and then you can save it in multiple categories if it fits. People do use Pinterest all the time. And the more familiar you get with it, then you can become more advanced. You can start putting videos out there. You can start creating your own videos. You can do self-help stuff. But do the basics. Make sure your pages are available. Make sure they're ready. They're good for people to come and read. And then, just have fun with it. There's no right or wrong to this. It's just a matter of you making it, one of your priorities. Like I've always said, you need to have a day to do advertising. Just like you have your day that you work your Goya, the day you do your calls, the day you work with your students, the day you work on your pages. You need to set a time in your schedule to where you are creating ads, and you can set up a time every day. There's enough social media out there where you can work in your schedule. I'm going to spend an hour on Facebook on Monday. I'm going to do an hour on TikTok or 20 minutes on TikTok on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to spend 30 minutes on Pinterest or 5 minutes or whatever time you have. You already have your tools. They should be downloaded on your computer as well as your apps on your phone. All of these have phone apps for every type of phone you have, no matter what type of phone you have. There's apps for them. You should have your Dropbox downloaded on your phone. You should have your Google Drive on your phone. And that way you should have your website on your phone. I got mine on my phone. Yep. That way you have everything. If you have your Google Drive and you have your templates, then technically you don't need your website. But I have mine because there's times I get ideas and I go in my website and pull up a draft and write it down. But if you got your Google Drive, everything is there. If you got your Dropbox, everything is there. Wherever you store your information, it's there, and it's portable and mobile with your phone. So there's no excuse for you not to build your business on social media or any platform whatsoever when you're totally mobile.
All
That
right.
makes sense?
Yeah, I think it makes great sense. And you know what? You made a good point. We got these great memes coming out. Shara's busting her butt on this new I Am a Marketer. And I would be remiss if I didn't show you guys how to do with that. So I'm going to turn my camera back off so I don't get bumped. And I'm going to share my screen again. And we're going to put some I Am a Marketer both in work at home and employment and jobs. Because some people are willing to look for employment and jobs and just never thought they could actually work from home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, I'm going to hit this little down arrow next to create and create pin. Now it says drag and drop or click to upload. Well, I cheated. I actually started downloading some of my memes and resizing them for ads. I have the word small behind them. I resized them using Canva and, you know, all the different things Sheila's been teaching us on that Canva can do. And so I want to, let's see here. I didn't get all of them. I got a few of them. I like this one and I'm going to drag it over. Oh, isn't that neat? We're going to save it. Oh, wait, I bet, let's see what, oh, nope, I don't want to duplicate it. Add alternate text. Oh, all right. Now it's taking them right to my PBS page. But I kind of want them to go to also my marketer, my I Am a Marketer page. And now I can add a destination link. Or, because the PBS is already on the picture, I can send them to my I Am. Oh. Now, how do I know what my thing is? Because these memes came out, I know my page slugs, okay? And now I'm going to hit save. And hopefully it saves. Oh, there it goes. Oh, look at that. I could promote my pin. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Don't click that button. I'm going to show you what it does and why you can't click this button. It takes you to a business account. We're not going there. Don't ask why. Mama Stacy says no. No need to ask why. Mama says no. Don't bother going and asking Daddy. He's going to say no too. Sorry. And I'm going to go back and I'm just going to see if it's in there. Actually, I'll hit. There it is. And now when I click on this, there's my I Am a Marketer page. So I really thank you guys for allowing me to get some posting of my site done tonight, and not letting, you know, Sheila do it all. You guys don't realize that sometimes this is the only time of day we get to get some promotion done on our sites. Let's see here, what else? Oh, you can shop here, but shopping is the opposite of promoting. That's spending money. We want to make money. Again, you want to fill in your pins with ideas from other people, not just your own. If you're not scratching their back, they will not scratch yours. Okay, so let's just see what today has again. Oh, that darn caramel is going to get me. The summer I turned pretty. No, that's boring. How to save money like a pro. Oh, there we go. We need stuff for the travel. So put these hikes at the top of your list. Havasu Falls. What looks, oh, this looks fun. Near what? Near where? They're, all right, well, we'll just hit save, but I don't want it to go to employment jobs. I want it to go to travel. And, oh, this,
Casey, we have there's people wanting to know why they're not getting the Pinterest hover when they hover over their pictures. Can you show them how to get that?
it took me a little bit. So now it's letting me, but earlier tonight, you guys, it refused. I sat here swearing at my computer, threatened it with the river. I was going to uncross the border. See how it's not wanting, it comes up. Okay, maybe because I clicked on it now. It's finicky. I haven't figured out that part. This is where play with it and get it to work. If all else fails, let me go to a different page here.
Did you have to do anything different to get that to show up on your computer other than just open Pinterest?
I don't know, but I have a broken picture. Yeah, fix that. That was a picture I created. That's irritating. They took my picture away. See, it even says edited. All right. Well, we're just going to remove it. I'll come back, put a picture in later. I don't like things broken. I'd rather have it gone than broken. Here we go. So let's say this little red button wasn't coming up. It might be because I'm using it and I got it to work that it's finally coming up. But the all else fail is just do a right click and do the Pinterest save. Now, if you don't have a Pinterest account set up, that will be a very good reason why you're not going to get the Pinterest button. You have to have a Pinterest account. I do know that there's an add-on you can get through the Microsoft Store. You can get the Pinterest app for your computer. And I've not gone out to get that yet. I haven't seen a need. I'll explore it later. Linda, you're Pinterest queen. Anything you wanna?
No, actually, it's very simple. And you covered everything phenomenally. I don't do anything different. I have not used the Pinterest button because I still have my address that's connected on my website in my profile. So I just advertise from that.
Yes, there is a Chrome extension, guys, for those of you that want to know how it's pulled up. Usually when you set up a new account or go in and edit your account, it gives you the option, do you want to set up an extension? For those of you that don't, just go to your Chrome, do extensions, and you can download a Pinterest extension. The only thing about it is anytime a picture shows up on your site, no matter where you are, you're going to get that little Pinterest icon. So it can be a little annoying. So if you don't want that icon showing up at every picture you see, then don't download the extension.
Social permissions.
Sheila, does that work on your phone too?
The Pinterest, no, I didn't download the extension, but you can still upload images from Pinterest from your phone.
I do for my
Yep.
phone, but I didn't know if that
No,
extension.
the extension, I haven't set it up on my phone though.
Okay, gotcha.
I know I've got Pinterest on my phone, but I only used it as a doctor's waiting room kind of a thing. Oh, look at that.
Guys, just remember, while we go over this, it's not something you have to master overnight. That's why we're doing these classes. When you have your study hall with your instructor, you know, these are some things that you can bring up, but we encourage you to go out there and just try them on your own. I promise you, you can't mess this up. If anything, your mess ups will probably get you the most reviews. It has with me. So people like to see that you're human, that you make mistakes just like they do. So that's one of the things you want to make sure that you're doing is, you know, don't hide your mess ups. Don't go in and delete everything that you screw up or might, you know, have a misspelled word or not missed a word at all, you know, or put the wrong picture in the wrong category. Just don't do that too often because they do frown on that. But, you know, go out there and just play with it. Master one system and then go to another one. Find one that you're most comfortable using. All these platforms basically have the same setup. It's just a matter of you going in there and discovering it. Work at it one at a time. Like I said, going forward, we're actually going to be implementing what we've learned. We're going to take a couple of weeks and we're probably going to get with Rory and figure out what we're going to do differently, but we're going to take a couple of weeks and actually do what we're doing now. Implementation of what we've been going over for the last 8 to 10 weeks, which I think should be good practice. And you don't need to be sitting here taking notes. You should be pulling up whatever platform that we're working in and have it. We'll be giving you homework at the end of each session. Like she said last week, you should have went in and created your boards. So whatever we're going to be working on next week, you know, we'll give it to the MSIs. You can go in and, you know, get your homework ready so that you'll have that up. The new memes that are coming out, get those ready because we are really going to be utilizing those memes, guys. We need to. You're paying for them. We need to make sure that you're putting them in every available resource that you have to get your site out there, to get noticed, to get that branding going on. But don't think you have to learn this overnight. It's a lot of stuff. It can be overwhelming and it can be a rabbit hole. That's why I said you need to schedule it. You need to make sure your page that you're advertising with is completed. It's not one of those where I'm going to come back to it later and you haven't modified. Make sure it's modified. Make sure your PBS is running. Every time you finish a page, go in and advertise it. Go to all your different media platforms and advertise that page at least once that week. Do your schedule. Make sure that you have in your schedule advertising and where you're advertising at. Don't just say, I'm going to do advertising. Like I said, go in there and put in, I'm advertising on Facebook. I'm advertising on TikTok. I'm advertising in, you know, cash or what is it? Advertising for free or classifieds for free. I'm advertising on, you know, the other ad sites. I'm going to do Facebook, you know, put in there where you're going to be so that you are accountable to yourself. You know, you can lie to everybody. You can even lie to yourself, but your pocketbook's the one that's going to reflect it. So that's the thing. If you want to make money, you have to work this side. If you want it to be a hobby, then be a hobby. But if you want to really make this business grow and get your name out there across the world, social media is it. Everybody across the world is in social media. I got people from Japan and Korea and all kind of places following me on TikTok, and I have no idea who they are. Instagram, I get this guy, I have no idea. It's written in some language I don't even know, but he's on there. He comments every day just about on anything I put on there. Him and his wife. So it's just one of those things, guys. You will be noticed all over the world, especially if you are in a trending platform. And if you don't know what trend is trending, go to Google Trends, see what's trending, see what people are looking for. And that's where you can put your pictures, see what pictures you have, or create pictures and put them in those platforms. If clothing is trending, then you want to make sure you have your clothing page up to date, that you have your infinity scarves in there, that you have, you know, your your what's the pants, in Cash Network Direct, the lady with the pants with the pocket in the side of them. You want to make sure those are in there. You want to make sure anything we have relating to makeup is in there, because makeup is always trending. And so there's things in there that you need to be trending. Right now is summer. People are traveling. People are having weddings, outdoor barbecues. They're going on honeymoons. They are, you know, in another month, well, actually right now, the end of July, there's going to be back to school, guys. School starts at the end of August. So guess what you need to be promoting now? Back to school stuff. You know, Emily cookies, perfect for back to school. Football, the backyard football game. We got a letter from Eli's school, you know, talking about they need activities. Guess what? I'm sending them to backyard football games, you know, something they can do indoors. That's what they were asking. So those are things that you can promote to schools, promote to offices, promote to outdoor activities, promote to recreation centers, things like that, that people are coming up to. Look for your trends and then go advertise to those trends. Go on your social media and look for organizations, look for town halls, look for school meetings and things like that, and join them if it's in your area and you can, you know, relate to it. Don't just join on it to think you're going to promote. Make sure it's something that you're interested in. So these are things that you need to be thinking about, guys, that when you are promoting, where am I promoting? Is it something that I can relate to, that I'm going to engage in with, create a rapport with, so that when you do throw an ad out there, they're not going to kick you out. They're actually going to be reading it because you engage with other topics. So that's the thing about social media. It is a social platform. It's not a place for you to just do strictly advertising, unless it is like Pinterest, TikTok, you know, places like that where people want to see you act crazy, talk about your stuff, see what you're doing. Pinterest is nothing but for ideas. Same thing with Instagram. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter is one of the best places you can do an ad for, because people wants to hear what you're talking about. And just put out there, you only need, you know, 100 characters. That's it, and a picture on Twitter. So tweak things out, but master one platform. Don't think you have to jump everywhere. If you just want to work on Facebook, work on Facebook. There's multiple places you can do Facebook. If you're like TikTok, then work on TikTok and just be a TikTok influencer. You know, work your way up to there. You know, it's totally up to you what you want to do and where you want to place it. If you're like me, I like variety. I want to see who's doing what, when, where, and how. So I advertise everywhere. Just depends on, if I look on my TikTok and I got 30 views yesterday, then guess where I'm posting today? TikTok. If I look on Facebook and I got 45 highs or 120 views on a reel I did, I'm going to post another reel. So those are the things you have to look for, is who's seeing you do what. And show your real life, guys. Even though we have all these memes, they want to see your face too. Stacy's great at it. She'll post a couple of memes. She'll do a video, and then next thing you know, she's popping up, taking her brain. She's showing you what she had for breakfast. Those are the things people want to see. They like seeing videos. They like seeing reels, but they want to see your face too. So every once in a while, throw your face out there. Put your mug out there. Let people see you in real life, popping a brain, putting your plus in your coffee. You know, let them see you with your wine bottle. Let them see you with your watch, like Char does. She's on there every morning when she leaves the gym or takes her walk, and she shows her steps that she got in, or she shows her tokens that she's got. So those are the things people want to see. They want to see you actively doing what you're promoting. That's the only thing I got.
Yeah. So again, we're trying to limit the questions because sometimes these calls can go on forever. We'd like you to follow the path of leadership. Go back to your instructor. And instructors, if you don't know the answer, go to your MSI. And if your MSI doesn't have the answer, they will reach out to the rest of us MSIs because we talk. Okay. So, you know, I know some of us have joined forces where some of you now have 3, 4, 5 MSIs in your face now. So you have no excuse that you don't know who to talk to. And if your instructor is, not allowing you to get to your MSI, go to your MSI anyhow. We're 2-up leadership. That's how we're going to work this going straight out from here. So, Jesse, get your question to Chrissy and on the team chat that we've got, or privately to Chrissy, and then she'll bring it to me if she needs me. Gordon, get back to Melissa. Paulina, get to Gordon, who will then go to Melissa. Joanne, go to Niall. I'm pinging out all your objections, guys, right now. So we love you guys. We're so glad you guys joined in on this. It's important for you guys to be on these Thursday night calls, especially when it's something like this for social media, and it's going to be exclusive to VIPs for the replay. So that's where reaching back, getting used to going back to your instructors with your questions. Don't ever feel like, oh, she's just too busy, I'll just go ask Stacy. No, Stacy has her own team. Stacy goes to your instructor or to your MSI and goes, will you take this person? Okay. Sheila will do the same thing. So does Linda. We have to follow the path of leadership. So with that, good night. We'll see you guys Saturday.